Hi, today from San Francisco, California. We will be talking today about another billionaire misconception. It is about happiness. Billionaires and happiness. Will billions make you happy? Most of us have pretty extreme opinions on that topic. Either we say money will make you happy and billions will make you extraordinarily happy, or we say those poor billionaires, they have a lot of money but they are unhappy individuals. I will tell you how it looks like in reality. Oscar Wilde said, it's better to be pretty than rich, but it's better to be rich than ugly. Think about that. Do billions make people happy? From my experience with the billionaires, and I have met 25 self-made billionaires around the world, money is just a magnifier of your personality. If you were a happy person without money, and you come to a lot of money, you come to wealth, it will magnify your happiness. It will make you even a happier person. But if you were unhappy without money, the money will make it even worse. You will get into more trouble, you will have more problems in your life, and it will be a big disaster. People say money gives you happiness. It's too simple. Money gives you choice. A lot of money gives you a lot of choice. It doesn't mean immediately it gives you happiness, because it doesn't say if you can handle the choices it can offer you. But with my experience with self-made billionaires, on average, these people are more happy than average people. Why is it like that? It is not because of the billions they have. This is because of certain personality traits which both are helpful in making a lot of money and at the same time becoming a happy person. What are these traits? First of all, self-made billionaires are experts in human psychology. In order to make billions, you need to build huge organizations, to command armies of people in your business. And it means you need to know something about people, about human psychology. You need that to motivate them, to make them join your causes, your companies. And that knowledge of human psychology is very helpful in personal relationships, in the art they deal with people. And it helps them to set up these relationships in a respectful, loving way, in a harmonic way. And that's one of the elements of happiness, right? If you have harmonic relationships with people around you, it saves you a lot of trouble, a lot of problems, right? The second trait, most of the self-made billionaires, they lead pretty simple private lives. Usually they get married with a high school sweetheart and they stay with her all their lives. There is no personal dramas, no divorces, whatever. This is, as I said, the majority. This is not like all of them, but an average billionaire would be a person like that. Why is it like that? Well, if they didn't do that, they wouldn't be able to focus on business and they wouldn't achieve that much. So those who achieve that, they led pretty simple private lives. And it means, in the long term, just more happiness, more stability in their private lives. Third characteristic, they really love what they do. And that's why they were able to overcome all these difficulties on the way. So they are not forced, like an average person, to go to job to earn their money. They don't need to earn that money. They have everything they need for their private lives. They work just because they love it. And they have always been doing that. And that's why they are happy people, or happier than an average person, right? The next element is If you have so much money, you just have much more control over your own life and your environment. And control over our fate is one of major elements of happiness. So the billionaires are not the flag in the wind. They are the wind. Probably you know how bad it feels and how unhappy you are when there is something negative happening in your life and you have no power to eliminate it. You can't do anything about it, like government changing laws or being fired, stuff like that, right? So the more control you have, the happier you are. And the billionaires, these are the people who have a lot of control of their lives. So, and the last element, last positive element is they have accomplished so much. They are pretty happy with what they have achieved and who they are. And the feeling of self-value, self-worth is a very important element in being happy. These are the elements why I think self-made billionaires are happier than an average person. But there are, of course, drawbacks. And the main drawbacks are the following. First of all, there is much more responsibility. So if you command a company with hundreds of thousands of employees, you are responsible for them, for their families, for their fate. So it isn't easy to make decisions on that level because the impact of these decisions is enormous and can really weigh on your psyche a lot. The second drawback is kind of a loneliness. You always say on the top it is alone. You need to understand self-made billionaires are world champions in the industries. It means there is nobody who can actually advise them or help them with the issues they have to deal on their level. Of course they have employees, but employees, it's not their money that they deal with. There is not that much in the game for the employees. So there is much easier for them to take these decisions because they don't decide about their own money. On the other hand, you can imagine getting tens and hundreds of messages every day, people approaching you and begging for something, wanting to get money out of you, and some of the people trying to trick you out of your money. So there is this issue of having to protect yourself and not being able to trust everybody around you. This is something, another drawback, which makes billionaires a little bit unhappy. But if I take the balance of all these factors, I would say the people I got to know are generally happier than the average person. If you like what I told you and you would like to hear more about billionaires, about how they think, about the world and what kind of person you need to be in order to achieve such extraordinary success in business, you can subscribe here or you can watch another interesting movie here. Thank you and see you from San Francisco, California.